Dude, oh my God. uh, what up, y'all? I'm just popping in here to say hey, and I'm still waking up. So it's awkward for me because, like, I'm getting all kind of like downloads from all kind of directions, and in my mind, right, I'm like, I'm not even over there yet. I'm not even doing that yet. Right now I'm thinking about these cards, and I'm also thinking about where I'm getting my breakfast from, and I was thinking about the tripod I told y'all about. My mind was in those three places, and I was just like, people talking to me about, don't worry about no man. I'm like, I ain't thinking about these niggas. Fuck them. I don't care. Like there's things I care about. Y'all go, as y'all get to know me, dude, y'all go know me. Like, I'm really straightforward when it comes to a lot of things. Like, I either give a fuck or I don't. And when I say I don't, I really don't. I'm not one of them people, like, God bless you, water signs. I love y'all. I love y'all, water signs. I love y'all. Listen, look me in the eye. I love y'all. I love y'all, okay? But water signs, the thing that makes me laugh about y'all the most, y'all are so notorious for saying y'all don't give a fuck about some shit and deeply caring. Like, deeply being attached to the shit and all of that. But because, being played, be like the deepest fear of a lot of water signs. Or, like, for instance, Cancer, they have like attachment issues because they don't want you to leave. It's not necessarily about being played, but they like their comfort. They like what they like. They cling to the past, and they don't want it to change. They don't want you to leave. You know what I mean? But they'll act like they don't give a shit. And it's like, how's that working out for you? It might work in like the beginning when, y'all are like having poker. It might work for you in poker. You feel me? But in the rest of life, you gotta give a fuck. You know what I mean? And people only stick around when they know you give a fuck. You know what I mean? But yeah, I got Scorpio in 3 placements on my chart, but when I say I don't give a fuck, yeah, that's that Virgo, that Taurus, that Capricorn North node, that Capricorn South node, that Libra, that balance. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck. When I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck. And I'm Sag rising, nigga. When I say I don't give a fuck. So, like, that's what I love about Sagittarius. When I tell y'all Sag wrote the book on not giving a fuck, it's true. It's true. They gonna let their light shine. If there's a light to be shown, they gonna shine the shit. And I got that shit too. I don't be giving a fuck when I don't care. But I'm up and I'm just, taking my little moments to process and shit. I was gonna do a couple stretches, and then I wanted to get to Tarot of the Day. And then I was going to grab breakfast and all of that and charge up a little bit, and then, work on putting the rest of the moves together for what I did with Life is Good. I also got to check on YouTube. Dude, I kept going back to YouTube over and over and over again, and it still was thinking about uploading my video. I'm like, I don't know what this new stuff is YouTube is on. I don't like it. But I got to do that too. And today is the day that I'm trying to start a Ronnie adventure. So I'm scaling back a little bit because I need my energy. Yesterday when I finished everything, I ain't had no energy left. And I was like, well, bitch, you did kind of dance and you walked the majority of the day. And then when the shit fucked up in the middle, you had to pick up everything. And my shit gets heavy when I'm carrying around everything. Okay, I'm carrying around like a tent and all this shit. Okay. You did have to pick that up, carry that, go over here, fix everything, walk back, and then dance again. Like, it's like people aren't really taking into account the physical aspect of what it is that I do. And that's fine. I don't expect them to. But I know what I do. And so, and it's what I can do until shit changes for now. It's the same reason why I got the fuck out of here to go to Hawaii. And nobody wants to acknowledge that because they know that they fucked up with me. But it's okay. I also need to make the graphics for all the new programming. And so that's the other thing that I'm trying to do. So it's like my mind is in all of those places, honestly. Like, this is just a temporary, resting point for everything that's going on, but this ain't even my final destination. I already told y'all what the deal is, and I ain't even tell everybody all the details because I need to keep some stuff for me because people don't know how to act, and that's, ridiculous. But that's a whole nother story. Today is Sunday. It's Sunday fun day. Let's change some of this energy. I'm gonna hit y'all with some waves. What up, what up, what up? Tell me what y'all zodiac sign is and where y'all from. Hit me with the zodiacs and where y'all from. I'm waving back. What up, Libra? I see you, Libra. What up, Pisces? I see you, Pisces. What about, she said, what about Pisces? What about Pisces? What you want to know? What, did you see the video? Jennifer. What up, Jen Aquarius Tarot? Give her a follow. Shout out to Jen Aquarius Tarot. I'm waving back, waving back. Okay, so we got Jen Aquarius Tarot. We got Libras up in the place. We got Pisces up in the place. I'm hitting back with waves. Okay, we got the hearts going in this piece. Tritooth needs to leave this live. People are so stupid. Miss Tina B, what's goody? What else we got? We got wave. Sagittarius, hey, Connecticut, Cancer in Dallas, Aries in Florida, Sagittarius in Atlanta, ATL. Oh, that was so obnoxious. ATL, what up, G? Oh, Virgo Chi-Town, like myself, you better get on down. And your name is Big Old Baddie, you better get it. Hey, Baddie, hey, boo, how art thou? Vegas, Gemini, Vegas, hey, Cancer in Maryland, hey, and y'all senator just hooked y'all up with all them testing kits because your senator cares about you. Shout out to Maryland. Okay, a Gemini from Chicago, you better get on down. Total Look Beauty Salon. Y'all go support Total Look Beauty Salon, okay? When the quarantine is over, go on get him some coins. Total Look Beauty Salon. Gemini Chicago. Support that sister. Arana, love you. I'm looking at you like this. We'll see. That's Virgo from NYC, though. I'm going to give you that Virgo love off GP, though. Just off GP, you get that Virgo love. Only one, Kimmy Kim. I love your screen name. Kimmy Kim. You better get on down. Kimmy Kim sound like she got all the tea, like all the resources. Like Kimmy Kim sound like that bitch over there. Like, and you heard from Kimmy Kim. Let me listen. Kimmy Kim busy. Okay, Kimmy Kim got things to do. I love it. Kimmy Kim sounds so cool. That shit cool. I love that. Leo, what's up? My mama was a Leo. Two Leos back to back. Sexual Chocolate 91. Fucking everything up out here. Leo, part 2. Okay. Total Look Beauty Salon is back into place. Y'all make sure y'all support that sister. She a Gemini from Chicago. Brown Muffin Lopez. Now, Brown Muffin Lopez, I done blocked you on a couple occasions, but I'm going to go ahead and represent you. North Carolina, Libra. Y'all shout out to North Cackalack and Team Libra out here in these streets. Every time I click the wave, it turns my live back around. My brother's a Libra. I'm a Libra. No. I'm a Virgo, but I have... my Libra is in Mercury. I have Mercury in Libra. I have Saturn in Libra. And I have Pluto in Libra. That's what I have going on. My desire to want to change the world and my entire generation. Everybody born in like 1971 to like 1984. We all got Pluto in Libra. And then my Mercury, the way I communicate, is in Libra. You know, how I feel about communication. I try to be balanced. I try to think about what's fair. I try to, I don't snap unless there's something, snap worthy. Even though sometimes when you snap, people still gonna be like, damn, what she do that for? No, there was a reason. There be methods behind my madness. There be a strategy to the bullshit. Always. And I'm Sag rising. I'm Sag Neptune and Sag in Uranus. I'm a Sag in Uranus. Ha! Ooh, nasty. She's a freak. Anyway, my Virgo is in Venus, and how I show love and how I, receive love and all of that. I'm a giver. I love to give. Acts of service, all that jazz. That's me. And then my moon is in Taurus, and we're in Taurus season. So I've been feeling real freaky lately. Oh, it's so sad. It's so terrible. It's so sad. I love his screen name. Ari Earth. Brown chick. What's good? I love that. How do we know what our moon sign is? Okay, so your um, you do your natal chart, all right? You gotta have your city and state. If you're in the United States, if you live in the United States, the city and the country you were born in. You know, for example, Ottawa or Ontario. You know what I mean? Paris, France. You know, city and country. Okay, and then you need I can talk. I swear to God, I told you I'm just waking up. You need your birthday, okay? The day you were born. You know, the day, the month, the year. And you need the time that you were born. Now, here's a trick that I can help everybody with, you know, because I like people to, you know, empower themselves and stuff like that. But if you need extra help, I can help. You feel me? But if you don't know your birth time for, like, whatever reason, like, you know, you don't have your birth certificate handy or, you know, whatever, the way to get as accurate as you can without having that information is just to set it at 12 noon. Okay? 12 noon will give you all of the accurate placements of whatever. Because whatever happened during that day or whatever, the time definitely matters. It definitely matters. It's very important. But if you set it at 12 noon, not 12 midnight, because 12 midnight is the start of the day. And 12 noon is the middle of the day. And I believe, I can double check that because I don't tell y'all no bullshit, but I believe the reason why 12 noon works better is because 12 noon is like that time where we all kind of on the same page a little bit in the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same day for it, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, although times are staggered, you know, like, okay, like London is like way ahead of the United States. This is the best way I can explain it. London is like way ahead of the United States. So if you wait till a certain part of the day, it's going to be tomorrow in London while we still on 9 o'clock p.m. You see what I'm saying? So it's like earlier in the day, we on the same day. You see what I'm saying? Okay. My right hand is itching, so God is telling me I'm explaining this kind of right. Okay, amen. But it works better with noon, not midnight. I know that for a fact. Not midnight, noon. So just put in 12 noon if you don't know your actual birth time. That's the way to cheat it. You feel me? And you'll get the most accurate thing. I say that because even from personal experience. Okay, amen. Praise him. I ain't know my birth time. I had to ask my mama. Had to ask my mama. I had to have her break it on down. And I told you, oh, okay, for the new people, okay, if you new and you just over here checking me out and you ain't never seen or heard from me before, you never heard my podcast, none of that jazz. I told this to, you know, I said this previously to other Arana fan members. Arana fan members, make some noise. Y'all awesome. Thank y'all for rocking and rolling with me for as long as you have. Y'all are dope as fuck. I was on a radio show. I was a co-host on a radio show, a relationship radio show of all things, Voice of Reason, where, you know, we always, you know, went back and forth, battle of the sexes, or, you know, just talking about different issues in relationships, different relationship dynamics, mostly relationships like, you know, spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, stuff like that. But we also talked about relationships, you know, familial relationships like family and shit like that. But, you know, just relationships, right? Okay. One of the guests, we had 2 different psychic guests come to the show. And one of the psychic guests, this guy named Carl, he came twice. Carl slayed my life the first time he showed up. I didn't know where the fuck he came from and how the fuck he knew what he knew. But he did. And Carl slayed my little life. I forget the name of the second guy. The black dude. I forget his name. But the black dude, is the guest, the radio guest, who I have a record of him stopping by the show because I recorded it, because he came through, like, and this is another reason why in my journey as a tarot healer, my job, right, what I set out to do is to just be as most myself as I most possibly can, but still, use my gifts for, healing, for confirmation, for the things that people need. I'll get into that in a little minute, but this is relative to what's going on. I say that because them two dudes, right? Both of them were really gifted, but they swag was completely different. You know what I'm saying? Carl was literally like, Carl didn't have tarot cards. Carl didn't have nothing. Carl was like literally like, you just talk to him. He gonna listen to your voice for a little while, and he's gonna pick up on your energy. And he was doing everything via phone. Carl, that's the other part. That's the other part. Carl was a cast. Because Carl is, no, I lied. Carl did come to the show the first time. And then the second time, he came to my life still. No, because he did. Because Carl came, and then Carl was talking about his girlfriend the first time. But, Carl would just sit, he'd get your energy, and just be able to just tell you things about you. And it just, everybody, the people who called into the show was like, yo, this guy's the truth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they was calling from all over the country. Like, we had our regulars, like, we like had regulars in like Texas and Indiana and Phoenix, and it was all kind of New Yorkers and shit calling and shit. But, people was calling all over the country. And Carl would just, tell them about themselves, okay? The second time Carl came to the show, Carl was a calling guest. And Carl, I don't know where that countryness came in. I kind of like it though. I had some, I'm an actress, so I'll be picking up on, twang and, accents and shit. But anywho, Carl called in. And still, even via the phone, was able to, relay messages and shit. And it was really fly. The black dude, though, he came with his girl. She was an Aquarius. I remember that because he was a Virgo. And they had the Virgo Aquarius love. And I was asking him about that. Amen. And he had designed his own app. The black dude medium. The black dude psychic. He designed his own app. And so he had an app that, he called it Human Design or whatever. And, he plugs in the information, right, to your birth chart. He gonna ask you your birthday, where you were born, and, your time of birth, if you know it. And if you didn't know it, he just put in 12 noon. And I remember asking him why 12 noon, and he told me. And it's like that. Oh, here's the other secret, too. One more secret. The time you were born is so important. It's very important. It's extremely important. Because it's literally the key to a lot of, who you are in life. It's the key to your personal nutrition. It's the key to your sleep. Like, sometimes you don't get good sleep and different things like that. It's because you're sleeping opposite of your natural body pattern. It's something people don't talk about a lot because, in terms, especially in American society, right? In terms of American society, it's go to work, come home, go to work, come home. Did you go to work? Did you go to work? Well, you better go to work, all that stupid shit. But as we sit here in quarantine land, and the concept of get up and go to work, get up and go to work, as we know it, is kind of like not the same. This is the perfect time to play around with this so you can see what I'm talking about, okay? Now, knowing your birth time is like extremely important. And that's one of the things old boy was stressing on the show. He was like, that's a form of parental neglect. Parents not telling their kids what time they was born, that's really a form of parental neglect. If you really knew how much information about you and how much is predicated on the time that you drop foot on this earth, it really matters. All that latitude, longitude shit that you learned in geography, yeah, it matters. First of all, it matters because it determines weather. Okay? When you at a certain latitude, longitude, it's cold. You might be at the North Pole if you don't know where the fuck you at. You gotta know. You gonna be in the Southern Hemisphere, in the tropics. Depending on the latitude, it matters, yo. Back in the day, that's how they did compasses. That's how ships knew where the fuck they was going and how to travel. Like, it matters. Planes use that shit. It matters. You ever been on a plane and you're happy that you ain't crashed? You don't even know that damn pilot. You ain't had no conversations with him ever in your life, but you trust him, right? Because he know what he doing. Ain't using latitude, longitude, and some other tools. It matters. It matters. So if it matters with that, you best believe it matters in your life, in your body, right? Okay, so Black Psychic made me a believer in that. I don't know his name. We gonna call him Tim just so I don't sound like all corny or whatever. We gonna call him Tim. I don't remember what his name was. Tim, okay? And Tim really drilled that into us, right? And I was like, well, damn, I don't know mine. Mom, that's how I ended up calling my mama and getting it, right? Okay. This is all like my story and shit. I'm telling y'all, like, my life be random. Okay. So, but he was like, it's cool. He put in 12 noon and like he, you know, like gave me my little stuff, and he was so on point, and I recorded it. And it's still in my my laptop voice memos, and still in my iCloud archives. I have the whole recording. And he was like, he was so on point. But not only did he do that, he gave you, you know, which sacral, Jesus, that's the name of the chakra. Which chakra that you're most influenced by and led by. And me, I'm led by the sacral chakra. Okay, down below. Oh, the love below. Ow, ow, ow. And I'm led by my sacral chakra. So I lead a life of passion. And see, it's cute because my moon is in Taurus, and Taurus is the goddess of, that's the goddess of Venus. That's the god of passion, comfort, ecstasy, fertility, all that shit. And my moon is in Taurus. But yeah, so that's how you do that. Just put in 12 no. That's the long version. I gave y'all the whole story behind it, just so you know it's not gonna be no bullshit, but try it. Here's some tips where if you don't know it, right, you can, if you keep a journal, you'll start being able to kind of figure it out intuitively, right? And then when you go and like afford a birth certificate copy or whatever, check the actual time and see how far off you are. It'll be a fun little game you can play with yourself. Okay? All right. So, the time that you absorb the most knowledge, the time where you feel the most awake in your day, pay attention to that. That's on purpose. That's by design. That's not an accident. 9 times out of 10, that's the time you hit the earth. That's the time that you came through the portal of life and hit the earth. That's the time you dropped out of your mama's sweet spot. We're going to keep it classy on this Sunday. We're going to keep it classy. But that's the time. That's the time that you, oh, I'm here, earth. That's the time. And so what happens is, you know, that's the time that, you know, you get the most nutrition from your food. That's the time that you get the most rest if you decide to take a nap. That's why sometimes you could take little 20-minute power naps and feel like you've slept for 2 days and feel so refreshed. And then sometimes go to bed at the time you're supposed to go to bed and you feel so fucking tired because you're sleeping opposite of your body clock. Another thing, naps are scientifically proven to help you. Okay, that's why they make you take naps in kindergarten. A lot of times we thought it was because we was bad and they know what the fuck to do with us. But no. Naps reboot you. Okay, they restart you. And I became more and more of a believer in naps after I became acquainted with the teachings of Abraham Hicks, because you know, when you get overwhelmed with stress, or if you get overwhelmed with, you know, anything, drama, whatever, maybe there's a problem that you just can't quite solve, and the solution to the problem is like racking your brain, like, you know what I mean, like, I gotta solve this shit needs to be solved, or whatever. Take a nap. Really, seriously, take a nap. When you take a nap, all of those active vibrations go to zero. Okay? And when you wake up, you can reset your vibration. You can purposely reboot the computer. Your computer. You're the computer. You can purposely wake up. That's why before I went live with y'all, I was purposely staying off the web. I was having my moment. You know what I'm talking about? I was collecting my aura. I was getting my inspiration. Ooh, this breeze is sexy. Sorry, it is. It feels so damn good. Damn it. The little breeze that just came past me through the vent. That was awesome. Oh, it felt good. Okay. But I was in my little world and I was like, okay, and now I'm going to get my mind together. Let's look at these cards. Oh, it's feeling good. It's going around my shoulders. Yes, I love it. And I'm going to see what message like Spirit has for the collective, and I'm going to go into it. You feel me? That process, I take really seriously, and, you know, I try not to rush it. And I also, you know, this is why, like, somebody, like, gave me a message about my tent, right? But I'm like, this is why I love the tent, and this is why the tent is such a big blessing. Like, I can go live and not have all of those previous distractions and interruptions and ignorance that used to exist when I went live. I can sit here, meditate, look at the cards, really look for the message that I'm being instructed to, you know, share with somebody. Like, somebody needs this. Like, I can take the time to really, you know, do it and remove myself from it. You know, I always pray less of me, more of you, so that I can, you know, get out what is being said and transmit it, right? And that was kind of getting disrespected and taken advantage of when I was in public environments, and people following me because they thought it was funny, or, you know, they was on some foolishness or whatever, and coming around me to interrupt me right as I'm getting to the point and all that. Like, that used to really burn my soul, y'all. Like, I used to be really angry about that, because I know it was something that was being done on purpose, and that, you know, that was just so insidious to me. And I guess going to Hawaii that's why I said I'm kind of I'm grateful for the experience. I don't like everything that happened, but it opened up so much more stuff that it lets me know that I'm on the right path. And that's what I'm going to take away from that experience. Oh, wow. I just learned something about my tent just now, looking at this picture. Didn't even know it. That has nothing to do with y'all. Y'all don't care. But I just learned something. I was like, oh, that's what that's supposed to do. That's cute. I don't never roll my door, though. I keep my door locked. And when I feel like opening it, I just open my screen. I don't be sitting with my shit ajar. Anyway, yes, that is why it's important to know your birth time. If you don't know your birth time, put 12 noon. That'll get you as close to the actual facts of, you know, what's on your natal chart. Okay. And then also try this exercise, just, you know, for funsies, just do it. Try the exercise, get a journal, and note down the time that, you know, that you're eating, right? And note how you feel when you eat. Do you feel nourished? Do you feel like you got, you know, fully, you know, like full nourishment? Yes or no? Did you eat and still feel hungry? There are like, that's not on accident. I'm serious. It's really about your body chemistry and everything. Did you eat and still feel hungry? Yes or no? Okay, so you're eating against your body clock a little bit. It don't matter what you're eating, you're still gonna always feel hungry. But if you eat at a certain time, you could eat a little bit and feel so full. Truth be told, when I was having, you know, a little money, what am I trying to say? When I was having like a little money issue, I guess, one specific week where, you know, I was trying to, you know, get my YouTube money, nothing was coming in, and, you know, I was down to like my last or whatever, I started eating French fries. I was already craving the French fries anyway, but I was very particular because I know my birth time is 3 p.m. And that's according to my mama. My mama was like, it was somewhere between hours of 2 or 3. She was like, I stopped looking at the clock. She was like, but I know for a fact it was definitely after 2. And so what I did, right, because she gave me the story, what I did was I put it in, when I went to get my natal chart information, I put it in for 2, and then I put it in for 3, and I put it in for 2:30, and I put it in for 3:30. And my shit still came out the same. The exact same planets. Same planets. So if I was born at 2:15, 3:15, it don't fucking matter. I still got the same planets. So that's how I know mine, right? And that's what I'm saying. If you put it in at 12 noon, it'll be pretty close to whatever it is for you as well. And you'll at least have a general idea of what planets are roaming around in your chart. Also, when you start to do further research, it's going to make a whole lot of sense why you were into certain things. It's going to make a whole lot of sense when, you know, sometimes, you know how you be like, ooh, I'm a Leo. And people are like, you don't act like a Leo or whatever, right? And then you start finding out other things in your chart. It'll be those other things roaming around in your chart that people are picking up on. For example, your rising sign. Some people have the same exact rising sign as their sun sign. The sun sign is your birthday. But everybody don't have that. And, you know, sometimes people's rising sign be something. I mean, people's sun sign be something and their rising sign is the polar opposite. You feel me? And people are picking up on the rising sign. See, your rising sign is how you show up in the world. My rising sign is Sagittarius. Okay? When I'm on and when I'm in my mode, I'm talkative. I'm silly as all get out. I'm silly as fuck. I don't care what people think. I really don't. I'm very audacious. And I love adventures, okay? I love going on like little explorations and stuff like that. My little Sagittarius nephew was my little buddy, okay? Because Sagittarius hate missing out on the fun. Sagittarius is fear of FOMO. They need to know what's up, what's good. And my little nephew baby, honey, he learned how to get dressed faster than everybody in the house because he didn't want to miss out on nothing. Take me. I want to go. Like he always is ready. He want that adventure. That he gonna be a little heartbreaker when he grow up. He always ready for that little adventure, that like little energy and stuff like that. Think of every like sad celebrity you know. Okay, they gonna be themselves. And hey, you either with it or you're not. Don't make them no difference. They still gonna do them. Listen, Khaled don't get no fuck. Khaled go listen. Khaled is excitable, and he gonna do him. He gonna fuck what you think. He gonna be him anyway. I got a whole lot of stuff I be saying about Jay-Z. Jay don't get no fuck. Jay gonna be Jay. What do you mean? Richard Pryor was one of the greatest comedians of all time. Richard ain't give no fucks, okay? Gives no fucks was Richard's middle name. Richard, listen. Legend, GOAT. Richard ain't give a goddamn. You feel me? And they don't. Like, but that's what makes them awesome though. Cause like low key, somewhere deep down, even if you tried to hate on them, you kind of wish that you believed in yourself the way that they do. You know what I mean? Like low key, look, somewhere deep down, you be like, that shit awesome though. Like you can hate if you want, but it's awesome if you were honest. Yeah, it's stuff like that. So it's important to know what else is in your natal chart. With the journal exercise, your sleep, take naps at different times. You can do this right now. We can take advantage of like what's going on in the shutdown. Like if you had a very structured work schedule, you couldn't play around like this, but you can play around with this now because you at the crib and like shit is all up in the air. So play around with it. Take naps at different times. See when you felt most rested and do an experiment. Like just a little 20-30 minute nap. You ain't gotta sleep that way if you want to. That's your business. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know, people try to villainize it. You can get a whole lot of information through dreams. I'm one of those people. My dreams are loose as fuck, G. But that's a whole nother conversation. I get a whole lot of confirmation in dreams. My sleep is lit, okay? And that's why I'm very protective of my sleep. And that's why I get very angry when I don't get enough of it, okay? But like for the example's sake, take little 20-minute naps, 30-minute naps, and write it down. Like, see how you feel. Check in with you. Your body is so fucking smart. Your body is smart. Your body knows things, okay? And when you start taking that shit down and writing it down, you're going to start seeing a pattern. And it's all going to point to the same time of day. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Wow. Like, and you never knew it. And this, you feel me? And this is just something that's, it's about you. That's what's so cool about it. It's your journey. This is about you. And, you know, depending on how much you, research this, get familiar with it, you can teach it to your kids. Okay, you can teach it to whoever, you know, but it'll be really cool. You'll be like, ooh. And seriously, once I found that out from my mom, I asked her and stuff like that. At some point, I'm going to get my birth certificate and all that stuff too. But because I have my passports and all my documents and my life has been so transitory in the past few years, I ain't really had time to sit down and do that and be in one place and wait on it. I ain't had time for that shit. Not only that, like I said, she told me that. And she's like, I think it was more close to 3. She's like, because it was definitely after 2. And she was like, and it wasn't, she's like, you came so fast. I was her fastest birth. She was like, you came so fast. She was like, your uncle drove us to the hospital and he was running all kind of red lights. We got pulled over by the police and they took us to the hospital. She's like, soon as I got in the chair, they put me in the wheelchair and strapped me down and they took me right out. They're like, she about to have this baby now. She's like, they took me right out and like put me on the table. She's like, your father missed you being born, cause I got there, they strapped me down and they was like, okay, we got the doctors, okay, you gonna have to push. Then she's like, cause you was coming and you weren't waiting on nobody. And that's how I am in real life. I'm so independent. I'll do it by myself. Fuck all this other shit. Like, I like teamwork cause I like, you know, the interaction and the social aspects of engaging with people. I do like that shit. But let somebody fuck around though. Oh, nigga, move. I got it. Move. No, thanks. I got it. Move. I got it. Like, that's who I am. 37 years on this earth. I'm still that way. I was that way in birth. She was like, she's like, you had this energy like you've been here before. She's like, your whole birth. My mom had 4 kids. So she got other experiences to compare my birth to. This is her personal, like, story interpretation of how I felt coming out her vagina. Okay? This is what she said. But she was like, you had this energy like you've been here before. And she was like, everything about your birth was kind of like, I got it. Come on. What y'all doing? Let's go. And she's like, you like that now? She's like, you so impatient. I was like, I am. That is me. I was listening to her, like, feeling convicted. Like, I do that. That is me. Damn. And she was telling me the whole story. She was just like, and you were just ready to go. She was like, and so you came. And she was like, this life thing. She's like, you just had this energy like, life? I got it. Let's go. I figured it out. Come on, let's go. All right, I'm ready for this life thing. She's like, you were that way as a kid. And I was that way to her entire life. Like, I was the one that got my mama to take more vacations and enjoy her money and do, like, things for her. She wasn't doing enough stuff for her, I felt. And I was the cheerleader. Like, come on, mama. Mama, come on. You got to get out here. Come on, mama. Like, that was me. I was that bitch. And that's how I learned my father wasn't there for my birth. And I was like, this nigga here. Like, he was playing golf. He was on some Trump shit. He was pulling the Trump before Trump was in office. He was playing golf somewhere. Like, get your ass in here. Life is happening. What the fuck? Anyway, so that's my story. And when I started doing my natal charts, it all checked out and it all makes sense. And then there's certain aspects of my chart that I had no idea about. It was totally unknown to me. Like, I never knew my North Node was in Cancer. I had no idea. I didn't even know what that was before 2016, right? And what that means is, shout out to Brad Pitt, Michelle Obama. They North Node is in Cancer too. Okay. I just have this motherly instinct aspect where, you know, I want, Mother Teresa has it too. She North Node is in Cancer as well. And I think she's a Virgo. Hey girl. Even though she, rest in peace. I think she passed on. Anyway. But, you know, just this desire to serve people. This desire to, make sure, you know, people are protected and safe and loved. And also, it's a leadership, you know, thing. But more so, you know, like Cancer, overall Cancer energy is about home, like building home, you know, making people feel at home, even if it's personality wise or whatever. But like home, like, you know, comfort, like family, like love, like, you know. And my North Node is in Cancer, man. South Node in Capricorn, okay? Meaning, my negative qualities or whatever, it's the qualities of Capricorn that might slow me up. Meaning, like, you know how Capricorns, they ain't about the bullshit, you know, and Capricorns can be very discriminating, you know, very, oh, I don't fuck with that. And they really don't fuck with it. Like, for real. Myself, have to be careful not to drift into that energy too much. I gotta stay balanced. But it's a good thing I got 3 placements in Libra, because I be, you know, even when I go off the deep end, I don't go so far where I don't go middle. Like, and 3 is the number of, you know, collaboration and all of that. The odd number, and I got 3 in Libra. You know what I'm saying? Once you learn this about yourself, it's cool as fuck. Like, it's, if anything, it makes you fall in love with you more. And who wouldn't want to fall in love with themselves more? You got to be in love with yourself if you want to do anything worth doing in this world. Because shit, everybody in the world gonna try to tear you down before you can even, you know, do anything. So try to journal exercise with the sleep and the food, and that'll get you kind of close to finding out your actual birth time. Also, the times of day where you feel most energized, that has something to do with it too. If you feel like you got just a burst of energy, you don't know where the fuck it came from, and you didn't cheat and have coffee, write it down. Write down what time that was and see how consistent that is. 9 times out of 10, that's around the time that you came to Earth, you know, or it's close to it if it's not the time. So it's just, you know, cool little stuff. Your body is smart. Like, we are so cool. Like, humans, like, we're really cool. Like, how our body, mind, all this stuff works. How we're made of, like, all this water, but we got all this flesh and shit. It's awesome. So get into it. You'll like it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm finna get started because today's tarot would have been out by now, and they about to stop serving breakfast in a minute. So I gotta go. But I love y'all. Okay? And we'll be back. We'll do this a little more. I gotta put this dance together too. Okay. Peace.